So, I might do a predictions video. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. So then we have Josh Matthews backstage talking with MVP and Kofi Kingston. You know, but then both MVP and Kofi basically respect each other. Like MVP's, you know, congratulating Kofi for not taking any shortcuts.
Don't even think about just walking around the board.
Detours, blah blah blah, and you know, getting the #1 contendership for the title. And you know, Kofi's like, you know, happy that MVP's doing his own thing too, like, you know, in a good way. So, the good way. And then Matthews is like, so who's gonna walk away U.S. champ tonight? And then they're both like, I am, you know. So then they're kind of like, oh yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. So then that gets us to, you know, to our match later. I was gonna say that was gonna be our next match, but it's not. Oh, and I wrote a little note. Nobody cares about Sherri Shepherd. Nobody cares about Sherri Shepherd. Nobody cares about Sherri Shepherd. Because the whole night they kept talking about her. Like, MVP's like, little prom thing, date with her, I guess. Who cares? I don't fucking care. Do you care? No. I don't know. Stupid. So then we get backstage. We got DiBiase talking to Orton, trying to kind of talk him out of the parking lot fight because, that lemonade's delicious. So he's basically trying to talk him out of the fight. He's just kind of like, you know, you got nothing to prove, you know, you got everything to lose. And then Orton's like, I'm in control. And then DiBiase is like, that's what Cody Rhodes said. You know, look what happened to him. So, you know, a little intriguing to the parking lot fight. So. Oh, wow. I totally skipped over my notes. Alright, we're going to backtrack. Rewind. Alright. So, we had our U.S. title match before that promo. And we had Kofi versus MVP. And it was an awesome match. It was awesome. It was like the best match like on Raw like in a while. And Kofi's your new U.S. champ. He got the pin on MVP with a victory roll. And, well, basically what happened was he went for the victory roll. MVP counted for like a split sec, but then Kofi got it back 1, 2, 3. So, very, somewhat like WCW Cruiserweight title pinning combination on that one. So I thought that was really awesome. And then after I'd already talked about the backstage promo, after we rewound, oh great, but now we got to fast forward. Okay, we fast forwarded. So I fast forwarded for this. We got Vicky versus Santina Marella. Okay, I guess I'll talk about this. I don't want to. I'm kind of mad about some of the booking with it. So, well, the whole storyline's stupid anyways. So we got, basically Vicky came out with 2 buckets of slop. And then, basically during the match, whatever it was Santino basically like, you know, gonna grab a bucket of slop and throw it on Vicky. Excuse me. That was better than this whole segment. Regal and Hardy come out. And then, like, Santino, like, probably saw him out of the corner of his eyes because he, like, does, like, this spin and throws the slop on Regal. And then he's like, ha ha ha, look what I did. And then Regal and Hardy are like, fuck you.
You asshole.
Knock him down. Start beating on him. Hardy knocks him out with his cast. Then Vicky dumps some slop on him. And, yeah. So I guess it was cool that they knocked him out, but for them to have to be involved in this dumb hog pen storyline match, it just makes me mad. So, to cheer everybody up, I'm going to throw in a funny video after this part of the video. So, hopefully, you know, at Extreme Rules, this storyline will end! I think that echoed. So, next we got Lawler and Michael Cole in the ring plugging the pay-per-view. And then, they say all the matches, and then they lower the steel cage. And I thought they were doing that just while they were promoting the pay-per-view, but I thought they, like, did that just for shits and giggles. But later we find out why it was used. So, the hell out of here, you mosquito. So, we get fight to the finish. That was the phrase, fight to the finish. I told you we'd find that video. So we get to the fight to the finish parking lot brawl. Basically, Ric Flair jumps Orton, you know, throws him against the garage door thing, the metal garage door thing. You know, chops him, beats him up, dominates Orton for a while. Orton comes back, you know, punches and stuff. Flair comes back later. They're like about at the ring entranceway by now. Flair comes back. he throws all the crap off the commentator's table, and then I'm thinking, like, you know, what's he gonna do? Like, is he gonna put Orton through a table? Like, you know, he doesn't have any high flying moves. What's he gonna do? So he puts Orton in the figure 4, like on top of the announcer's table. So I don't understand why he like had to do it like on the table. He could have just did it on the floor or something, you know. So, but anyway, about this point, you know, he's got the figure 4, and I guess if there was a winner for this fight to the finish, he would have probably won. Probably would have broke Orton's legs. Priceless come out, you know, beat up Flair for a while, throw him inside the ring, and the cage is outside the ring, and then Orton comes in and he tells the guys to lock the cage. So Priceless gets out of the ring, they lock the cage. Batista comes down, you know, chases them off, and then he's trying to get in the cage to help Flair, but he can't. Orton is like, you know, looking at Batista, you know, the whole storyline thing or whatever, you know, it's glaring at him. He hits an RKO on Flair, and then he punts Flair in the head, in the skull, in la cabeza, punts him in the skull, and that's basically the end of the show. So, overall, I thought Raw was pretty good. I mean, it was like a million times better than last week's show. A million times better. Because, like, we actually had some good matches, and really, the only sucky part of the show was some of Lawler and Cole's commentating, like always. I'm so tired of hearing, like, Michael Cole's like, WWE Diva, sexy, smart, and powerful, you know? He says that, like, every week or whatever.
I know that.
And the Santina thing, just with the whole booking of it. Yep. So that was the Raw review. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys later. I'm going to do a predictions video and maybe another video. We'll see what happens. So, as they say in England, cheerio. And make sure to drink plenty of lemonade this summer. Crystal Light lemonade, no sugar, aspartame. Thank you. Nobody cares about Sherry Shepherd.